She didn't do nothing wrong, in my opinion. She didn't need to be on any kind of, she shouldn't be on house arrest or nothing. It was her own money. She was done so wrong for she was actually trying to stand up for black folk. I'll give Marilyn Mosby that. And them folks in a Democrat city prosecuted her. The Democrats are not our friends. Every time you look up on the Biden, a black mayor is being investigated, charged under Biden. You know, you had the Uhuru movement getting raided, talking about Russia collusion and all this other stuff that was going on, all under Biden. That wasn't even happening under Trump.
You know, I was just sitting here listening to Phil Scott. And I come to realize these people really want you to stay in this victim mentality mode forever. They never want you to take on responsibilities for your own actions. They want you to be a victim at all times. You know, I was sitting here listening to Phil Scott go off about Marilyn Mosby and the way she was treated and how the Democrat Party prosecuted her, and, you know, he just made her into a victim. You know, just pretending like she didn't do nothing wrong. It was all the Democrat fault. You know, they the one who prosecuted her. And like I always tell people, when you listen to these grifters and these race hustlers, do your own research. You know, Google things, do your research, find out the real truth behind it. So I decided to look into Marilyn Mosby and her situation, what happened in her situation. You know, as Phil Scott was sitting here blaming the Democrat Party for investigating her, as I did my research, I came across something that said, in July of 2020, Marilyn Mosby went to the Baltimore City Inspector General's office and requested for them to investigate her. She initiated her own investigation into her corruption. And when they investigated, they found wrongdoing. And this happened in 2020, not 21, 2020, before Joe Biden even hit the presidency. Then in 2021, the Baltimore City Inspector General's office turned it over to the FBI. Let me go back and say this again. Marilyn Mosby requested for the Baltimore City Inspector General's office to investigate her. It wasn't a plot by the Democrat Party. It was Marilyn Mosby herself who requested this. So what was the FBI supposed to do? Not investigate after they received the information from the Baltimore City Inspector General's office? See, y'all have to understand, people like Phil Scott, they want to keep you outraged. They want to keep you always the victim of something. It's all about being a victim. And then he turns around and said, oh, Trump don't investigate black people like that. And that's so funny. Now, this is a guy who proclaimed to be a FBA, Foundational Black American. But he's in here praising Donald Trump at every turn. Isn't that a bitch? But my point is, people, do your own research. These people are nothing but hustlers. They want to keep you outraged so you can keep watching their videos and putting money in their pockets. That's what the bottom line is. Money, grifting. The dude does no research. He just opens his mouth and anything come out of it. No matter if it's misinformation or not, he gonna say it without doing any research. Marilyn Mosby requested her own investigation. And then when they investigated her, they found wrongdoing. So what more do I have to say? Phil Scott, do some research before you start opening your mouth. Bottom line.